we have big O, big theta, and big omega. Okay, so given this particular case, let's look at an example because this might look a bit complicated. So let's take case 1. So case 1 says that we need to figure out f of n equals to big O of n log base b a minus epsilon, where log base b minus epsilon is the power. Now epsilon has to be, in order for case 1 to apply, epsilon has to be greater than 0. Alternatively, we can also say it the other way around because of those properties. N log base b a divided by f of n has to be big omega of n to the power of epsilon. Okay, so if we look at an example here, let's say that we have t of n equals to 4t n by 2 plus n, right? So in this case, our b becomes, b is always what we are dividing it by. So in this case, it is 2. Our a is our combining factor, so that is 4. So b is 2, a is 4, and f of n is going to be the merging complexity for this particular problem. Now we have log base 2, 4 equals to 2, right? So that is the thing that we need to raise the power of n by. So n to this becomes n squared. So if we have n squared, what value of epsilon can we have to make sure that n squared minus epsilon becomes f of n, that is n. So for that, we need to basically make the power n to the power of 1. So if we consider epsilon to be 1, then that basically means n raised to the power of 2 minus 1, n 1. So we have f of n equals to big O of n raised to the power of 2 minus epsilon, where epsilon is 1. In that particular case, we can say that our time complexity, since we are applying it to case 1, our time complexity is theta of n log base b a. Right? So in that case, theta of n log base b a is n squared. So our time complexity for this equation becomes theta of n squared. Now, the same thing. Yes, so in order for you to apply master method, you need to figure out a value of epsilon for which you can then say which case applies. If we need to add something, add a positive number, then case 3 applies. If we need to subtract a number, then case 1 applies. If we do not need to do anything, then case 2 applies. Okay, so then we have 2t n by 2 plus n divided by log n. Here f of n is n divided by log n. B is 2, a is 2, log base 2, 2 is 1, f of n is n log n. Now, then we basically need to say n raised to the power of 1 minus epsilon. Do we have any epsilon that can result in this particular function here, n divided by log n? Can we have any epsilon that makes the log n thing? No, right? I mean, whatever epsilon we have, for any epsilon greater than 0, we cannot have a log n value. Does that make sense? So that is why we can say that case 1 does not apply in this case. Another reason why we cannot apply this particular master method to an equation such as this, where the merging complexity is n by log n, is because this is not a polynomial function. Usually, master method can be applied to those cases where your merging function is essentially, or your combining function is essentially some sort of a polynomial function. We'll look into a case where we can sort of also work with log n values, but never with divide by log n values.
Going back to this, go back to the other slide. N will dominate n over log n, correct? But that's not what we're looking at. We can't find a epsilon, which is like a constant, such that, is that why? Like there's no constant like n minus or 1 minus 8.
Because since, okay, so n will dominate it, but for this particular case, fn has to equal to big O of this particular number, and basically that means that we need to equate it to this particular equation. And in that case, if we look into it the other way around, we have n to the power of 1 divided by f of n. F of n is this thing. So we have n raised to the power of 1 divided by f of n. So log of n is not going to be a dominating thing for any exponential of n, right? So any polynomial of n, right? So this is not a big omega of n to the raised to the power of epsilon for any epsilon greater than 0. And that is why case 1 does not apply.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Now let's look at case 2. Remember, case 2 is where we do not add or subtract any epsilon. We are just using the exact number, and that has to be theta of that particular equation, n raised to the power of log base b a. Now, in this particular case, if we can find that this satisfies, then the complexity becomes theta of n raised to the power of log base b a log of n. Now, in this case, a is going to be 1, b is going to be 2, log base b a is going to be 0, n raised to the power of 0 is 1. So this applies, case 2 applies, and in this case, the time complexity is n raised to the power of 0 log of n. So we can say that the time complexity for this is going to be theta of log n, right? For this, essentially, we have 2 and 2. So log base b a becomes 1, and f of n is n. So that applies as well. A and b here is 4 and 2. Log base b of a is 2. That is theta of n squared. So that applies as well. And similarly for 8 and 2, we have n cubed. And so that applies as well. So given this, for these all cases, case 2 applies. And since case 2 applies, we can directly say that the time complexity is theta of n raised to the power of log base b a times log n. Make sense? Any questions? There is an extended case for case 2, but we will come to that in a second. You will notice that for all our merging functions, we are only specifically looking into cases where we have a polynomial function of n. We will look into a case where we do not have a polynomial function of n and how to deal with this as well. Okay. Now finally, we have case 3. Case 3 has a condition with it, but first let's just look at the normal example. Case 3 requires that it has to be big omega of n log ba plus of epsilon. So everything else is fine. And if we do find the matching case, then the time complexity becomes f of n. So we have Tn equals to Tn by 2 plus n. B is 2, A is 1, because it is 1 times Tn by 2. F of n is n. N log base 2, 1 is going to be 0. So we have n raised to the power of 0 is 1. Epsilon here can be considered as 1 because we want to find out that particular value. And then it basically says that n is big omega of n. And then we can say that if that is the case and it does apply, then f of n is your time complexity. So we get n, right? In this particular case here, where case 3 does not apply, we have Tn by 2 plus log n. B equals to 2, A equals to 1, f of n is log of n. Then again, we have n raised to the power of 0, the same thing, we have 1. And now, using the same particular case here, we have f of n divided by n log base 2, 1, or essentially 1. So essentially this becomes f of n. So log n is not equivalent to, again, big omega of n raised to the power of epsilon. So again, case 3 does not apply. Right, so we can't get any epsilon value. In another sense, we can't get any epsilon value that can be the lower bound for your function f of n. In this case, log n. Okay. The other thing that we need to remember, one thing about case 3 is that apart from this particular condition, we also need to check for one other condition, that is for the function a of f of n by b, where we know a, we know b, and we know f of n. Right, so a times f of n by b has to be smaller or equal to some constant c times f of n, where c is going to be less than 1. If this condition holds, only then can you apply case 3, otherwise case 3 does not apply. For most cases, for f of n, where we have polynomial, logarithmic, or other types of functions, we can safely ignore this condition, because when we have f of n equals to big omega of n raised to the power of this thing, usually we can satisfy all our conditions, where a times f of n by b is going to be smaller than n log b, right? Pardon. Okay. So given a particular equation, now you need to figure out one of, so both, we need to figure out two things. First thing is, what is the value of epsilon that applies? And given that, we also need to then figure out which complexity class or which complexity case to apply this particular thing. So let's look at some more examples. 4tn by 2 plus n, a is 4, b is 2. We have our n raised to the power of log b a equals n squared. F of n is n. So we need to subtract 1 from this particular equation to get it a big O of that particular equation, to get it as tight as possible in terms of the big O. So epsilon 1 works. So in that case, yes, Brian, epsilon always has to be, no, epsilon is not an integer, but it has to be positive. Then you can subtract and add depending upon the case, but it has to be positive. So in this case, we have case 1 being applied to this particular equation. And we know that if case 1 applies, the complexity is theta n raised to the power of log base ba. Right? So n log base ba is n squared, so theta of n squared. Similarly, we have n log base ba is equal to n squared for this particular equation. F of n is also n squared, so case 2 directly applies. We don't need to add or subtract anything. So in this case, we can directly say that this is f of n equals to theta n squared. Then based on the case 2 complexity, we can say theta n squared log n is the time complexity for this particular equation here. Because remember that for case 2, the time complexity is, if it matches, it is n log theta of n to the power of log base ba times log of n, right? Okay, we have, for this particular equation, we have 4tn by 2 plus n cubed. A equals to 4, b equals to 2, n log base ba equals n squared. F of n is n cubed, so we need to add epsilon 1 to this particular thing, and we also need to check that regularity condition there. So the regularity condition was a times f of n by b, so that is a times f of n by b, a times f of n by b. F of n is n cubed, so n by b is n by 2. F of n by 2 is n by 2 cubed, so 4 times n by 2 cubed has to be less than some constant times f of n, that is n cubed. So if we look at this particular thing, this essentially becomes 4 by 8 n cubed. And we can say that for c equals to half, that condition holds. For any number greater than half, this condition holds. So then we can say that it is directly going to be f of n. So f of n is n cubed. So then we say t of n equals to theta of n cubed. Are you guys following these cases, or are you lost? Because I've been going over these examples a bit quicker.
So in this case, f of n is dominating our n log ba. So then that's going to be case 3. Or well, it's dominating by some
constant, yeah.
Constant, right? So then that, and then that, so then automatically